I've developed something that I truly believe has been helpful, not only for me, but for dozens and maybe hundreds of other people over the years. And that is super, super simple equation. And I call it the 4 A's, the 4 A's of change. What I've become aware of is the number one thing. Because without awareness, I'm dead in the water to make any kind of change. I just keep doing the same stupid stuff, getting the same results. And you know what we all call that, right?
Absolutely.
So when I discovered that all relapses were emotional first, holy smokes, that piece of awareness was everything. And then I started realizing that, wait a minute, in order to heal from my wounds, I had to be willing to talk about it. I couldn't just sit on the sideline and go, yeah, I'm kind of aware of some of the things that have happened to me. Right? No, I actually had to talk about it and really explore what that means, because without doing that, I'll never come to terms with it and accept that reality. So these key words come to my mind in recovery, words like vulnerability and intimacy. And without vulnerability, intimacy is impossible. And yet a lot of Americans struggle with this concept of intimacy, the willingness to be vulnerable. We've told ourselves so often that it's not safe. And so we put this form of protection around ourselves, and we don't allow ourselves. It's like this armor. When I started really thinking about this and thinking about my recovery and thinking about, why do people struggle with the quote 12-step program so much, right? Because I've known dozens and dozens of people that have been in recovery for long periods of time.
Yes.
Yet there are times when 10 years will go by and all of a sudden they'll have a major relapse. And when you start looking into that, it's always 100% of the time something happened in their life that created an emotional crisis. And they weren't prepared for that crisis because the narrative, the core belief that they maintained hasn't been resolved. So the acceptance piece has to be part of that equation, right? So we acknowledge the reality of what happened to us, accepting the reality of what it is, not as I wanted it to be, but as it is. And then if I choose to do something about all of that, and I want to take action to change something, I have every right to do that. But I won't change anything that I don't accept. And I won't accept what I'm not willing to acknowledge. And I cannot acknowledge what I'm not aware of. You see how that works?
I love that.
4 A's of change.
It's fascinating. Yeah, that's tremendous.
Super simple.